It is literally a work of art. The way he has composed planes, glass, roof line into a composition. It's like nothing else.
Today we're in the Hollywood Hills, off Mulholland Drive, at the George and Lenora Deutsch House by architect John Lautner, 1954. I'm Maureen Erbe from erbe+blackham, and joining me is Alan Hess, architect, historian, lecturer, preservationist, and author of more than 20 books, including The Architecture of John Lautner. And Alan, tell us what makes this so distinctively a Lautner.
Lautner was always interested in connecting the life of the owner to nature. And so in the use of natural materials, wood and brick, and also in bringing in sunlight in such a well-balanced way. And then, of course, this incredible view of the Hollywood Hills beyond us, which become part of just the way people live. There's energy in this house, and that also is really distinctive about all of Lautner's design. John Lautner was a student of Frank Lloyd Wright, and one thing that Wright preached was to blow up the box. Anything with right angles that confined people into small rooms, he wanted to do away with that. John Lautner, in his education with Wright, took that to heart. So you see this wonderful plan. And remember, this is a very small house, really. It's just for a couple originally. But the space inside of it, the living space, is created so that there are areas for dining, areas for relaxing, areas for enjoying the view. But they flow together in a really unusual, unconventional, but workable way. Of course, his interest in geometry comes from his teacher, Frank Lloyd Wright, who was really interested in exploring the potential of hexagons and diamonds and unusual architectural shapes. Lautner learned that from the master, but then he took it in a whole new direction. It's almost an abstract painting composition, and yet it works. Yes, the colors are very important in this house. One thing is that it connects it to nature, to the colors of the trees and the mountains outside. You'll also notice that this is a two-story house. And the interesting thing about that is that Lautner did not design an interior stairway to connect the two levels. The purpose was, of course, here in Southern California with such beautiful weather, you have a chance to step outside and to enjoy the sunlight, and the breeze, the climate, and the views. Now, this is part of a long tradition of Southern California architecture. We have, of course, beautiful weather. It puts you into touch with nature.
I know the homeowners love going in and out all day long, seeing the moon, the stars, the sunshine, and just being outside. I find it really interesting that this is a very, very small space, but it feels so large and dynamic.
You're picking up on one of the aspects of a master architect. So for the times of the day when you want to be cozy and kind of enclosed, this is the place. But then you turn around and you see, of course, the living room with this panoramic view. So within just a couple of steps, you have these two different experiences. And again, that's the mark of a really great designer like John Lautner. This is a house of Southern California, and all of the inventiveness coming out in this period of time, and Lautner just understanding that so perfectly and capturing it.
And how Los Angeles was a place that embraced his ideas because it's Los Angeles, a place of free thinking.
And all that inspired Lautner about Southern California and the lifestyle of people here, and to give them something new, to break away from their old ways of living. The house deserves the right people to live in it, and the people deserve the right house.
Well, I can't think of a better way to wrap up this day, and thank you so much for coming, and thank you all for joining us.